who finishes on time and I don't have to beg him to get off the stage. It's really what I'm looking for. Really what I'm looking for in a comedian. All right, your next comic coming to the stage. No, hang on a second. On deck, we have one of the atoms, one half of this beautiful, beautiful whole. But please, welcome to the stage now, it's Rohan Mahalia!
Safety has it up here. How's it going, everyone?
Yeah!
Hey, I have been on break from comedy for like 10 months because I spent a lot of time traveling last year, so I'm going to do some travel jokes. Every time I go to a West Coast city, I have something happen that I say out loud. Are you sure this is a real city? San Francisco's 11th and 13th Streets intersect with each other, but not with 12th Street. Seattle has two number 7 buses, not a 7A and a 7B. Two number 7s, they both go different routes. They still call that a real city. Seattle's a really weird place. It's a lot like what would happen if everyone who loved New York but hated cocaine for moral reasons specifically got together and founded their own city. Very different class of hipster there than we're used to on the East Coast. I've never seen so many people who had getting asked what their fetish is as specifically part of their fetish. Like, everyone around there is dressed in some way that says, ask me why I look so ridiculous. Why are you wearing a World War II infantry hat to go to dinner on Thursday? I stepped in what I thought was poop there. It was a gummy bear. I went to Europe a little bit too. I went to Portugal. Portugal's a very interesting place. It's the first country I've ever been to where it feels like their glory days were 400 years ago and they haven't done anything cool since. Like, other countries were able to find things to do after they lost all their slaves, but Portugal, they can't manage it. Before we went to Portugal, I spent some time practicing phrases, as one does. I don't know what annoyed my girlfriend more, my authentic Portuguese accent, or the fact that it was actually authentic and everyone there loved it. I went to Germany. German food is the worst. Sorry, I had to. I did have a burrito there, and it was so much better than Chipotle that I am still upset about it. On the other hand, instead of asking, or when they were asking what I wanted my burrito wrapped in, they asked what skin I wanted it in, which took me a while to figure out. One of the weirdest things about Germany was half of my rideshare drivers had English instructions but didn't speak English. When I went to Germany, I flew through Barcelona. Barcelona has the hottest population of any airport that I've ever been to, and it blows my mind. I've never been to an airport and thought, wow, I might be the ugliest person here. Even the people that aren't physically attractive have like the hot person confidence to them in a way that says, no, I'm ugly on purpose to make you feel better. My girlfriend has introduced me to lounge life, which is really nice. I went to this lounge and they had Armagnac, which to me sounds like freebase cognac. I just got back from Las Vegas. Las Vegas is a really interesting place for me. Every time I go there, I either learn something about myself or about society. This time it was society. What I learned is that there's a very fine line between travel tips and racism. And if there's anyone that I want to hear which races make the best tourists from, it's a 20-year-old white guy who's been driving a cab in Las Vegas for the last 20 years. Our other weird cab driver spent about 20 minutes trying to convince us that the real reason Vegas sucks now is because the mob left, and you know, he's kind of right. You heard it here first, another thing that private equity has ruined. Speaking about the mob in Vegas, they have a museum there. Yes, that's right, the Mob Museum in Vegas. You should go, it's really great. There's 4 separate exhibits that mention that John F. Kennedy shared a mistress with a very famous mobster, and that might be why he was assassinated. That's half the museum. All right, I was gonna do Riff Bucket, but it wasn't my time. Riff Bucket! All right. The movie Jaws. What's with the fucking titles with all the John Jaws sequels. Like, some of them are absolutely insane. Jaws the Revenge, the 3D Jaws being only in the Back to the Future universe blows my mind, because that's a more realistic title than any of the other ones except for Jaws 2. Jaws isn't even the weirdest shark movie out there. I don't know if you've seen Deep Blue Sea, but LL Cool J has a music video tie-in where he turns into a shark gradually over the course of the video. And it's the coolest thing I've ever seen. You should all go watch that. Yeah, that's my time. Thanks, everyone.